2021's hunting season is getting started. I'm not heading to the field to hunt right now, but have an opportunity at a new lease with a neighbor of mine, whitetail lease, possibly some waterfowl and some turkeys and some fishing. So heading out today to meet Ryan. We're going to hang some trail cameras. We're going to move one of his old stands. We're going to potentially hang a couple of other stands. I've got 4 lock-ons in the back end. May need to look at getting a ladder stand or 2, but we're going to have a fun day out here scouting, a little more reconnaissance, marking some locations on the onX, and again, trail cameras and stands. And then hopefully stick around a little bit towards last light, do some glassing, and see what's coming out into some of these fields. So should be a fun day, and a little fall in the air. Hunting season is right around the corner.
On the other, I was going to say on the crossing location of a bucket mate that looks like he's really successful scouting mission. Ryan and I hung a couple of trail cams and scouted around for some spots for tree stands. We're looking now. We've a bunch of deer and a couple of good bucks. Beautiful spot too. So looking forward to seeing what the fall holds for this place.
Well, here it is, early afternoon. I'm getting ready for my first set for whitetail here in Montana. Been out a few times scouting. Ryan, my lease partner, and I have hung some stands. He and his boy were out here over a youth hunt Friday and the weekend, and his son killed a hell of a nice buck. So haven't seen a whole lot of rut action. There's a lot of deer on the property. We know there's some good bucks, and I'm just looking forward to getting in the stand for the first time and actually observing from the stand instead of driving around or just looking at fields from afar. So, but there's already some deer on their feet and out in the field over here. But I don't know. I'm just anxious to get out here and see what's going on. Well, after a fair amount of work, finally got in the tree. First time setting this set as well. I guess I could say that about a lot of these sets since it's the first time I've been hunting here, but really like this setup. It's right on the edge of this huge food plot. The ranchers had to use the food plot for their cattle for about 7 days, sometime in September. And the cattle did a number on it, and it took a while for the deer to come back, but they're back. When I was sitting the other night, Ryan came and did some scouting here and probably saw 50 deer, a couple of big bucks, and so it's nice to know that they're back using it. So we'll give this the old maiden voyage. There's already probably 15 deer in the field, a couple more on the edges, and
It's really a great setup. Unfortunately, there's a few limbs that are in the way for filming and hopefully not for my shot, but one of the cool things about this setup, it's a great archery setup back behind in the trees, to the right of the trees where the bucks might be cruising, and then this big open food plot. And a lot of them come from the west and work their way across. We have a good south wind. It's strong. It's going to keep noise down, but it's going to make them a little bit more skittish, probably on edge, but so be it. It's early in the season, early in the hunt. And as I said, I've got a few other hunts going on, including Kansas and eastern Montana mule deer if nothing happens here. So I'm not opposed to ending my season sooner than later, right here tonight. But I'm excited. Well, I'm out here for another evening sit. Coming out here, I had my heart set on this stand, and looking at the wind, it was a little questionable. It is quartering across, so not ideal from the prevailing wind around here, but I think it's good enough. Ryan and I talked about it when we got here, and I've already got some deer sort of coming out in the field. I blew a really pretty nice buck out of here on my way in, and it's early. I was trying to get here early. It's a stand that has been here prior to us leasing this part of the property, and it's not the tallest stand. It's in a great spot, but it's a little exposed, so I'm going to put up some camo netting, and I've got my lifeline and everything else set up, but had a little bit of work to do, so I'm going to hang this just so I don't feel so exposed. I'm facing kind of west, and of course the sun sets to the west, so I'm going to be shining like a light bulb. Could be a pretty good evening, just need the big boy to come out. But I got a little bit of work to do on this camo netting, and then it's just going to be an all evening set, so here's the fingers crossed that the weather does what it's supposed to do. Coming from the north. Just saw these a couple hundred yards away. Just saw him to the bite of. Gotta be careful with my movement. I've got a little fawn right here, and his mom is right there. I've probably got 12 deer within a 50, 60 yards. But if he comes over and feeds his way in, it's one that I'd probably consider. He's a good deer. Good mass. I can't tell if he's got a little crab claw or not, but he's a good solid 8. Good main beams that come around. I know we've got some bigger deer around. I'll watch him for a little bit and see if something else comes out. I think I'm gonna pass, but he's a damn good deer. resist the shot. He's just too pretty of a deer. And I know it sort of ends early. But he's dead right there. He's a beautiful tin. The thrill of the animal is if your heart goes pitter-patter, and mine was doing that. Hey Ryan, did you hear that? Yep. He's a good buck. I'm stoked. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind bringing the ranger, that would be awesome. And we'll do a little recovery. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Stud.
What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think?
Stud, dude.
It's always bittersweet when a hunt ends like this. I'm thrilled to death with this buck. And trust me, I would love to be out here during the rut. I think it's gonna be really spectacular, but you don't pass something like this up when he comes out. And seeing a lot of deer, getting trail cam photos, spending time with Ryan, and to have it cap off with a quality buck like this is pretty special. So thanks again, Ryan. Now I guess we'll get him all tagged up and gutted and throw him in the back of the Ranger, and I'll take him back to Bozeman tonight. But this is a phenomenal buck. Mass, mature, look at that nose, the head. I mean, this is what you try to manage a property for, is to manage for mature quality bucks, and this is not the only one on the property, I can assure you.